Sholosa, Sholosa, Kulezuntaba, Simila, Sequentia, South Africa. Sholosa, Sholosa, Simila, Simila, Sequentia, South Africa. Wenuya Baleka, Kulezuntaba, Simila, Sequentia, South Africa. Wenuya Baleka, Kulezuntaba, Simila, Sequentia, South Africa. Sholosa, Kulezuntaba, Simila, Sequentia, South Africa. Sholosa, Kulezuntaba, Simila, Sequentia, South Africa.
First Ecovillage Design Education course is going on in Ghana. Through this Ecovillage Design Education course, we are teaching people holistic community development, what touches the social, the ecological, the worldview, and the economic dimension. That is being integrated into societies to be able to build resilience in communities and move the community towards sustainability. Here we have about 32 participants undergoing this training from different parts of Ghana and also the international community. And they are here to learn about how these eco strategies can be used to transition traditional communities or urban communities into eco-villages. And there are certain simple models that can be adopted to start the process of transitioning local communities into eco-villages. And these might include sustainable food gardening systems, where large spaces of land around the household or the community can be used to produce food crops for vegetables for the community. So areas where there is dry land, those who have gone through this eco-village education can begin to set up home gardens and community gardens in these areas and plant food in it so that people can have access to local food, organic food that they could eat with rich soil nutrients. Just this morning we have gone through water catchment, water usage, wastewater treatment and the purification system, the biogas system. We talk about waste separation, and through this EDE course, waste separation has become one key structure that we have been struggling with.
What we know is that there is a lot of degradable material that we generate in the house and we also generate in the community. So what we are trying to say is that it's not a waste. We can recycle it for it to become a resource.
Sawdust was just burnt. Usually, after mailing the wood, they burn the sawdust. That creates a lot of pollution to the atmosphere. It depletes the ozone layer. So I thought of using this waste to produce delicious food for people.
I'm promoting plastic recycling. So for sustainability, think about bamboo, think about plastic. Well, everything is a resource, so
right now,
depending on how you look at it, I don't see trash. I only see materials in transit.
Because I'm studying alternative medicine and I did this phytotherapy education. I bring in the phytotherapy visions and ideas. Like yesterday we did green smoothies with moringa, we did mosquito repellents with essential oils, and we did infusions like tea and boiling roots and herbs. So this is why I'm here to share the knowledge of plant, but also to receive.
I think I've also made provision for my Moringa energy drink as a workshop this morning, what we are going to do, and I'm also going to impart that knowledge into people who have also imparted different knowledges into me.
There are a number of eco strategies, simple strategies that needs just a little conscious thinking of how can we live low impact lifestyles, how can we reduce our ecological footprint in our communities to care for the earth, care for the people, and have a fair share in the community.
I'm much interested in the social dimension, especially decision making, collection of decisions, just how to build a community, communication, how people communicate, how we bond, how we connect to nature. Because I believe that it's part of the eco-village system. And then we need to also understand how to resolve conflicts when they come, and what are the strategies.
And this is where I think facilitation is very important, because to come from a point where people meet and talk and talk and talk, and have somebody guide the process, and somebody to keep protecting the productive talking against the unproductive talking. There needs to be a person doing that, and it will usually starts with the facilitator.
I'm really inspired by the EDE and by Jen and Gaia Education's creative pattern of the EDE, because it's a life-changing course, but it's also a course that creates a platform for people who are passionate about the environment and people who really love the movement of the eco-villages. And so this brings the community, puts together a community, makes people share the same value, mission, vision, and also have the same ethics.
What inspires me very much is that in this program, this EDE, we meet a lot of young people who really want to change their life and change Africa into a more sustainable way and for a better living for the people in the villages. They have so many dreams, so many ambitions, and they really want to build up a network and strategies to improve this network of eco-villages and eco-strategies.
This EDE project is about gathering people who want to do something about sustainability. They want to make Ghana green in so many different ways. Gathering them here makes them learn about each other, get to know each other, creating that family unity feeling that will make them strong. To me, togetherness is strength. To be together like this and not just work on their own individual projects, but to be together in a national umbrella gives power.
So everything must be connected. Like I said, everything is connected to everything else. Every element performs a multiple function, but each function is supported by a lot of elements. So this is Ecovillage. This is the community. Let's get together.
It takes one person to have a dream. To start an eco-village, to start an eco-project, to do something, it starts with one person having a dream. Finding your passion that makes you move and take a step, isn't it? From the individual goes to the community, from the I to the we. Now we are a community of people where I contribute with what I have to give. I learn from others, and together we create a community of action that has the power to actually do something.
We've started something and we are going somewhere. And slowly we get there, slowly. And every day we meet just the right people.
The issue is nothing less than changing the world into a place we want to live in. So I think we have to create models which are good enough to scale them up. We have to create models which which are attracting other people to do the same, so that we can fasten up change, the transformation into a sustainable lifestyle.
So that's where the transformation is, that the person has to think that they are a social entrepreneur. They have to think and then act and speak and feel that they are a transformational change agent. Know what it is they want to change, and the first thing to change is yourself.
And I speak not for myself, I speak for people all over the world that are following this path. So Gen Ghana is a small baby. And even the global Ecovillage network, we are now 20 years old, we're still a growing movement because it was in a way a hidden movement for a long time. And we're just coming up to the political level now, to the visibility. And it's hand in hand with the Sustainable Development Goals coming up and the climate agreements. We're seeing more and more governments reaching out and saying, wow, this is a model, this is a pathway that is worth taking. But it's grown from the grassroots, it's grown from the communities themselves that say, as humans, we were never meant to be born on this planet and destroy life on the planet while we're here. We were never meant to be that. We were meant to be guardians of life on this planet. And we were meant to not only be guardians, but also caretakers. And where life has been destroyed, we have the capacity as humans with our intelligence to understand how we can regenerate life around us. And we can see what are our strengths in the social, but also how can we make it even stronger in our communities? How can we work with our cultural roots, personal empowerment of people, and how can we strengthen that even further? How can we look at nature and our being an integral part of nature, which is what we are, how can we work with nature instead of against it, which means organic agriculture.
I hope a lot of young people with a lot of dream will join the EDE and join Gen Ghana. For sure that would be good for Ghana and good for international movement.